Hello, welcome to the Sharpest Teeth. My name is Saturn, and today we will be doing a reading for the Taurus new moon, which is taking place on November 5th. Today is the 4th as I'm recording this, and we are using the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane that my friend gifted me. So, hi, how are you? Welcome. I invite you, if it feels good, to take a deep breath. Remember to breathe. This is something that we so often forget. We hold our breath when we are experiencing trauma, tension, stress, all sorts of things. We forget to breathe. And breathing is how we connect to our spirit. So, I wanted to do this reading on the full moon, on the Taurus full moon. Did I say that correctly the first time? I hope so. We're rolling with it. We're rolling with the mistakes. I don't edit these videos, so we're just going with it. This deck I actually haven't ever used for a reading before, so I am just giving it a good shuffle. Full moons can be for releasing. They can be for invoking if you want. I like to think that, we can work with the moon how we feel called to work with the moon. I love her. Got the sun. The sun is the first card that popped out. Look at that. How funny. How funny. So, the full moon brings a lot of energy to the surface. People kind of end up going a little wild on the full moon. That's where the phrase lunatic comes from, because the full moon is when things tend to happen. And when I'm pulling the sun while talking about the moon, I'm thinking about our shadow that kind of comes to the surface. And I wanted to talk about what it is that we need to release. And I'm going to be honest, my ancestor candle is going, and I didn't make this candle, and the wick is a bit long, and it's just been kind of smoky, so I'm going to blow it out. It's been too smoky. Maybe some of us are clogging our airways with things, smoking, vaping. I know a lot of things are coming to the surface, like addiction. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a really positive read, actually, so I think that we have some goodness coming in. Some transformation with the butterfly here, and the wolf and the lotus, and we have the sun there too. I think that we are being offered a guiding light in this time to what to go toward. I think those of us who have made changes in our lives and are taking action on those changes are seeing the benefit of that transformation and the new way of life that we're embarking on, and embarking with the wolf dog. This is gonna be a slower reading. I'm going a bit slow. I'm going a bit slow today. I'm taking my time, trying not to rush. And I think that Nine of Pentacles is really bringing that forward as well. Pentacles being the slowest moving of the suits in tarot, being earth, very much earthing and grounding is in our practice today. And the sun being the beacon that lights our way, and the Queen of Wands for being emboldened to take action with her two lions, her two lion friends. Okay, I love that. I love that. It's so interesting to me how bright this reading has been with coming into the winter months. I think that, like, some of us have been working on this inverted type of flow where the winter months are coming and we're really starting to take action that we were feeling held back on before, and we are getting the like financial and symbolic, the glimmers, the signs. We're getting that direction, just like the sun shining down on us, and we're like, oh, or the sun shining down on the direction that we're going, and like the little tokens. I don't know, I'm seeing like Mario, like Super Mario Bros. Like we're kind of getting the tokens as we go along, and we're like, yeah, okay, this is the way I should be going. This is the right action to take for me, you know? And it's so weird because this candle was going for so long before I started this reading, and then as soon as I started recording, I felt like it was just choking me out. So there's definitely something in the air that is like stifling. There's something that is trying to block the energy coming in, or the message that wants to come through. There's something not working against you, but working for itself, and then like not super stoked on whatever it is that you're doing. And then we have the Page of Wands. So it's still kind of a learning process. And then we have this kind of like Klimt-esque landscape behind it. It really reminds me of Klimt's The Kiss. There's also an energy of collectivity here, of building a community. You know, the wolves are pack animals, and so that's kind of where I'm getting that from. And then with the kiss imagery of just like making sure that you are in bed with the right people. Whoa, who are you in bed with? Okay. When I said that, these just flew out. So we have the Six of Swords. Some of you might not be in bed with the right people. And all of these are upright, but I have Judgment and the Magician in reverse. So this is like very clearly a sign to me for someone. I don't think it's exactly for everyone, but when I said if you're in bed with the right people, these ones flew out, and this is all about like leaving abusive situations, like, and also like shedding some of the things that are no longer needed for you so that you can make this journey. And then Judgment and the Magician in reverse, I'm just kind of seeing like manipulation happening, somebody who could be doing some type of magic. It could be, it doesn't have to be like actual magic, like practice. It could be verbal magic, and like manipulation is a kind of a magic on its own, right? And the magician is all about manipulating their reality and maybe other people's reality, and maybe there's somebody who's like getting in the way of your better judgment right now, you know? Maybe it's like, I'm just seeing like bringing up old stuff over and over again, like, oh, well, you did this, so X, Y, and Z, and it's just like not living in the now. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is, I drew this card before this reading, and I was like, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing a reading about. We're going to be looking at like what it is that we're doing and where we want to move forward. So this is a choice that you get to make. How do you want to move forward? You get to reflect on how it is you have been moving and how you want to move. Do you want to move toward this, the glimmers, toward the type of love that lets you practice and make mistakes and is graceful and giving and helps you feel affluent, helps you feel abundant? Or do you want to, you know, stay in this situation that doesn't look good? I'm wondering, this also could be, for some of us, this could be like our own words binding us, right? This could be our own judgments coming up, self-judgment, blocking our magic, needing to get out of that pattern of speaking lack onto yourself. So I would take a look at like how it is that you have been thinking, feeling, and acting. Take a look at your beliefs, take a look at your actions, take a look at what you want. Does it reflect? Do your actions reflect what you want? Does your environment reflect what you want? Now is a good time to take a look at like where you're at and where you want to be, is what I'm getting for this. And then the devil flew out. Am I holding these upside down? I'm not. Okay. The devil flew out. So definitely there are some addictions things coming to the surface. Something that is lording over you, that isn't letting you quite fly in the ways that you would like. And we have the Lovers on the bottom here. So we're coming into unity, and we have the snake as well, like, and the sun and the moon there. We have the snake shedding the skin, coming into new life. What was I saying? I forgot. Coming to in the unity. The unity. I remembered. Harmony, unity, disunity. What is it that you want to move toward? Who is it that fills your heart with song? What do you need to release in order to move forward? Is it the judgment of yourself and others? Is it behaviors that are holding you back? Is it something in the air? Some anxiety? Some stifling energy that is making it hard to speak your truth and share your message? And when you are considering this, know that you are supported. Know that your light shines and you have the ability and the power to make the choices that are right for you. And it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to learn along the way. There is no other way to do it. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna end it right there. I hope that you have a lovely full moon in Taurus, and get nourished. Get nourished, nerd.